Remaining in your feminine energy as much as humanly possible will give you the strength to get through anything. For instance, I had a very rough day yesterday. Yesterday, I was having one of those days where I was sad about some things that I have been going through, that I have been just pushing through. But yesterday was one of those things where it just kept popping in my head. And so the whole day was just spent with me trying to not sink. I'm shedding a tear here and there, but I'm remaining in my feminine energy and reminding myself that I'm strong, that I'm a woman, that I have the strength to get through anything. And yes, it's okay for me to have days like that. But what is not acceptable is for me to let that break me, because breaking me will serve no purpose to me. So today I'm going to share with you 5 habits that I do to maintain my feminine energy. And adding these habits to your life can help you instantly upgrade your energy. The first tip is dressing for a positive mood. Now, sometimes you're already in the mood to look good. Yeah, go with that. Some days you just don't feel like it. You feel frumpy, you feel sad, you feel bloated, you feel depressed. Those are the days that you need to put in even more effort to dress in a positive way, because that, for one, is showing yourself love, compassion, that you're doing that for yourself. And looking at yourself in the mirror and seeing yourself can also give you that boost of energy to just feel a little bit better. Drop in the comments if you've done this before, because I know before I really even knew about feminine energy, this was something that I would do on days. Usually I would be down for a day or two. I would. And then I would be like, let me just pamper myself and make myself look good. And a lot of times I would do that and I'd be like, oh, okay, I see you. And it would actually remind you of just who you are and just how beautiful you are. So sometimes that's something that you just have to do. You may not feel like it, but just do that for yourself. That's showing self-love. That's just a part of self-care. The second tip is learning to speak in a more softer tone. Now, you don't really think much of it, and you aren't going to do it all the time, but sometimes just talking in a slower and softer tone can be very calming for you. So if you feel yourself just sometimes we get very wired up. We're so busy getting things done, or we're aggravated. We can talk very hard and direct and maybe loudly. Sometimes just taking a breath, calming your voice, slowing down can really be calming to your energy. It really allows you to feel every word you say. It allows you to feel the vibration of every word that you're saying. And there's a feeling in that. If you don't believe me, try it right now. I want you to say, you know what? I think I might try that. And just feel how you feel each word enunciated. You feel the softness. You feel the movement of your tongue. You just feel the words. And there's an energy to that. So that's something that you can do. And like I say, it might not be something that you do all the time, but take time out the day to really focus on that. It may become something that you do on a regular basis, but I'm telling you, like, it makes all the difference in the world, as opposed to me talking like this, as opposed to me talking like this. Do you see the difference? And sometimes when I get going, I could be a rambler, but sometimes you just got to slow it down and take the words as they come. Next is habit number 3. This is a term I like to use called luxury in your lane. So I am all about treating yourself however you can. Doesn't always have to be expensive. Sometimes it might not be expensive. It all depends on what our wallets can tolerate at the time, but you got to treat yourself. I mean, you have to treat yourself. What are you doing all of this for, if not to treat yourself at least occasionally? So this could be going thrifting for vintage clothes. This could be shopping on Shein. This could be going to the mall. This could be going to Zara or going online. It could be anything, but buying things personally for you that you can wear will make all the difference. I notice on days when I wear matching pajama sets or really cute pajama sets, I feel a little bit different as opposed to when I'm just comfortably running around in my Stitch t-shirts. Where if you follow me on my social medias, you see me in a lot of Stitch t-shirts and a lot of Avenger Marvel t-shirts. I feel different. I feel more elegant, put together. Even if I'm just laying in bed, working on my computer, I feel different. So I went on Shein and I bought me some nice lingerie, but this is for me. This is just for me to walk around in. I didn't buy this for my guy. I bought this for me. I bought this really cute, nice, flowy nightgown, and I got some matching. I was at Five Below yesterday and I saw this cute red and white matching pajama set, and that's just something that I'm going to start doing for myself too, because I notice on the days I have some like that already, I notice the way I feel different. So I'm going to start doing that most of the time just to help me stay in my feminine energy. I'm trying to get into my feminine energy constantly. I'm very good at it now, but I'm not always 100%. Like yesterday was a tug. I want to be able to stay in it 100%. So add that to your list. Get you some matching pajamas or some clothes that just make you feel more feminine. Another thing you can do for the luxury in your lane is taking yourself on a solo date. I've taken myself on a solo date before, and when I tell you guys, it is so calming. When you first hear it, sometimes, especially if you're not used to doing things alone or you feel awkward going out to dinner alone or to a movie alone, it can feel like, oof, everyone's going to be looking at me. For one, most people are living their lives and they're not really checking for other people. But so what? When I went out on my solo date, I took myself to the botanical gardens and I saw several people out there by themselves, and I know they're on solo dates and they looked peaceful and I felt peaceful. So take yourself on a solo date, something that you will enjoy. You don't have to compromise with anyone. It's what you want to do. Take yourself out to eat, take yourself out to the movies, take yourself to the beach, take yourself just for a picnic in the park. Just go on a solo date for yourself and treat yourself. I'm telling you, it makes you feel, you just get to be in a peaceful area of your mind. Don't allow yourself to worry about what other people are thinking. Other people are thinking, wow, that woman looks like she is having a really peaceful time. That's what they're going to be thinking, okay? But even if they're not thinking, don't worry about what they're thinking. Just take in the sounds, take in the scents that you smell, take in observing people, noticing things. You're going to notice so much, and you're going to be like, dang, I never noticed that. I never noticed the architecture in this area. You're going to notice so many things that you never really slowed down and noticed before, and you'll thank yourself. My fourth habit is creating a either night routine or morning routine, eventually getting to doing both. Now, I started with a morning routine. When I first started wanting to live in my feminine energy and working on my vision board, I wanted a morning routine. I wanted to get up and get some things done before I started my regular job. After my regular job, I'd work at home on the computer, but a lot of times mentally, I would be mentally exhausted after work. So I was like, I don't know if I'm going to have the mental energy to really commit to steadily doing something after work. So I started with mornings, where I would get up in the morning, floss, brush my teeth, drink some water. I would do some Pilates, which I found very relaxing, but it still toned my body. I would journal, and then I would do some social media work all before I started my regular job, and I would shower as well. So I would wake up now I didn't work out every day. So if I worked out, like if I did my Pilates that morning, I'd wake up 2.5 hours before work. If I didn't have to work out or do my Pilates that morning, I would wake up 2 hours before work. But it gave me time to just kind of go through the morning at a slow pace. I didn't feel like I had to rush and do anything. I didn't feel like I had to rush and take a shower and get this done. And it just was able to just flow. And it was such a beautiful and peaceful thing. I do it now. And I also do a night routine now. And a night routine is where you kind of have a playlist that you get some songs on your playlist that are songs that feel soothing and calming and romantic and elegant. It just makes you feel that way. And, if you want to straighten up your room, you do that to that music. So like I'll come in here, I might straighten up my dressing room, or if I was washing my sheets, I'll, gently and slowly put my sheets on the bed. I'll go floss my teeth, brush my teeth, wash my face. Sometimes I'll wander off and I'll talk to my daughter a little bit. I still hear the music in the background, but I'll go in there and I'll spend a little bit of time with her. I'll crawl into bed and either read a book or do some work on my laptop. And it's just like a whole unwinding thing. So if I was hustling and bustling during the day, it also helps me to my body knows, okay, this is time we're calming down. We're calming down to relax so that we can have a peaceful night's sleep. Yes, I will still be on my electronics, a little bit. I do. I don't have a TV in my room, but sometimes I will watch something on my my computer, or I will scroll on TikTok if I want a little bit of giggle before I go to bed. I do that. But that's just my time to kind of wind down, and I enjoy that time. And nights when I don't get to do it, like sometimes if I'm out and I come home and I'm just super tired, I feel the difference. I don't have time to do my wind down because I'm so tired. But I'm going to fall out anyway. But just that nighttime routine, I'm telling you, it's just something about it that just makes you feel feminine. It just keeps you in that energy. So I suggest you do that. Before I get into the 5th tip, if you like this content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification so that you can be notified each time I post. I'll be posting different things that I'm doing in my life, goals that I'm trying to achieve, advice that I have, fashion. I'll be doing all of that. So I would really love your support and following on my journey. And so the 5th tip that I will give to you is journaling. Journaling is very therapeutic. It helps you get out things that may have been bothering you, but it can also help you really write into that positive mindset. Whenever I write in my journal, and I try to write in it most mornings, I always end it with, today is going to be a beautiful and blessed day. Because that's the energy I'm putting out there. Regardless of how I'm feeling right now, regardless of what may happen in the day, I'm about to have a beautiful and blessed day. I write in my journal sometime at night, and that's usually if something was really kind of just on my mind and I really just want to get it out. I don't want to go to sleep with this on my mind, so I will write it down in the journal. I don't journal most nights because I've gotten very good at staying in my feminine energy and not letting things attach onto me through the day. I've gotten very good at just staying self-focused on me and the positive energy that I'm radiating and that I'm pulling back to myself. But I do love to journal in the morning. I actually just finished my 2nd journal. I've been journaling for a year. I just finished my 2nd journal, which is so crazy because I was one of those people, I've always tried to write in diaries. I can never keep it up, but I've been consistently writing in my journal. Now there'll be some days where I might go a couple of days without it, but overall I have been, and I filled out 2 journals. I got me one yesterday. It's a little bit smaller. My other ones were usually notebook sized journals, but I got this one. I think it's so cute. I got it from Barnes and Nobles. It looks like it's got a whole bunch of books on it, but I'm excited to start in this one. I'm going to write in this one this morning. It's a very healing process to journal, so I highly suggest you add that habit to really elevate your feminine energy. You have a power. You have to know that. But we aren't always living in that power. You owe it to yourself every day to try to get into that, to who you truly are. The power will change your mindset, and it will help you deal with life and life's obstacles and life's joys so much better. So with that, I hope these tips help you. If you put them to use, they will definitely help elevate your feminine energy. There's no question. But I hope you take it seriously for yourself to really add those habits to your life, because you deserve it. You deserve to live in your feminine energy. You deserve to feel that power. So I will see you guys in the next video, and you have a great day.